We would like it if dying from exertional heat stroke was just something that used to happen, but now we know better. I'm Lori Giordano, and I'm with the Zach Martin Foundation. We're here today at Safe Kids at Golisano Children's Hospital. We have our cold tub challenge set up.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Williams. I'm with BeHip.live to do the cold tub challenge. I nominate Jade Morris, Caroline Williams, and Shay Stoneman. Sit down for donating.
It just gives us an opportunity to educate while having some fun. For every 5 minutes that they're in there, you can lower that internal core temperature by 1 degree. And in cases of exertional heat stroke, that can save their life.
Now's the time we all have to open our eyes to what history has taught us. Kids die. Kids die needlessly when they're out in a football field, when they're out in a soccer field. Not because of a head injury, although those tragedies occur too, because they got too hot. I mean, can you imagine that in our great country, kids still die on ball fields because they literally got too hot? Makes no sense.
Cool first, transport second. So you want to bring that core temperature down before you put them in an ambulance to take them to the hospital.
Don't assume. Even the most skilled, well-trained, well-meaning coaches and staff sometimes don't know. Not because they don't care, because they just don't know. So we have to ask the questions. What's the emergency plan? If a kid gets too hot, what do we do about it?
The other thing people don't realize is that you can die from exertional heat stroke. You know, there's a lot of different phrasing for it. A little bit of sunstroke, got a touch of the sun, got a little overheated. Those things are all buzzwords for the same thing. Brain dysfunction, CNS dysfunction, vomiting. That's one of the very entry-level signs of exertional heat stroke.
When we talk about the cold tub challenge, what are we doing? We're trying to educate people that saving a life is that simple. Saving a life is getting that core body temperature down as quickly as you possibly can. How do you do it? Simple. You got to have a tub. That tub's got to be full of ice and water, and you've got to get that child into the tub and immersed to draw that core temperature down, and you will save a life 100% of the time.
We've learned after losing our son to heat stroke that all you need is a tub, ice, and water. There's been a 100% survival rate when cooling has been done immediately on site.
I met Lori after the passing of her son, where he went to school to play football and never came home. This part of the calendar year where it's starting to heat up, literally. It's starting to get hotter, and now is the time where we have to be vigilant. We support Lori and have continued to support Lori in her mission to effect change, and she's done it, and she continues to do it. There's a law passed in the state of Florida now with her son's name affixed to it.
It needs to be law. Strongly recommending was not going to make it happen. I was there at each committee meeting to discuss that and how, the school that Zach went to had cold tubs, but they were not being used. The education needed to be there, and it needed to have ramifications if those rules weren't followed.
It's basic, but a lot of people don't know it. Sudden cardiac arrest and exertional heat stroke must be treated on site to save their life.
Adults and kids have something where they can challenge each other and do something that's fun and maybe not the easiest thing to do, but still fun.
To lower someone's body temperature by 1 degree. It's important.
And just sort of egg each other on to get in there and do it, and it's for a good cause.
We want it to go viral. We would like it if dying from exertional heat stroke was just something that used to happen, but now we know better. So we do better.
BeHip.life. And BeHip stands for Be Educated on Heat Illness Prevention. You can donate on our website. You can donate on any of our social media. Every little bit helps.
I'm going to nominate Jonathan Martin, Christopher Lopez, Trevor Lucas. Because
how effective this could be.
To dunk or donate, or like me, do both. Challenge our very honorable mayor of the city of Fort Myers, Kevin Anderson, Jason Baumgartner, our athletic director at Bishopboro High School. I also challenge my dear friend, Robert Galloway.
Oh, the ice just melting off of Frank. Woo!
I'm about to dunk, and we've donated.
That's cold.
Dunk or donate.
BeHip.life.
And I nominate Sally Crucier, Angie Maureen, Shania Silva.
Jewel Bradmore, Anne-Marie Larkin, and Jake Bolin.
I have overheating on a hot day. Things are able to cool down.
Our firm, Aloy Roland, is also donating.
I nominate Lauren Hardin, James Didio, and Marshall Sommers.
Christian Parsons, Evan Lubell, Steve Mazesco to dunk for awareness of heat illness prevention. So I'm gonna freeze. Okay, so every 5 minutes in ice can lower your body temperature by 1 degree, which can save a life.
BeHip, dunk or donate.